What's up, everybody that someday might get to read this or listen to this or watch this? How are you doing today? Hope you're having a great June day out here in Minnesota or whatever region of this planet you're in. Let's get to it. PK Vice Slayer here. And look, man, guys, I'm going to be so fucking brutally honest with this one. Like, I don't even know if I can handle it. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's just do it one thing at a time, one piece at a time. So, as some people have known, some people, we watch each other, we see where each other are going, we observe what's going on, and we can see how much we've been fucking up. Holy fuck. I'm talking about messing up time after time after time again, even knowing what you're doing isn't gonna work, but you still do it anyway. That's gotta be the definition of insanity, isn't it? Let's talk about it. Isn't it? Shall we? Okay. How about gambling, man? I'm shaking right now, dude, at the boots just releasing this energy. Gambling has fucked up my life so much, dude. I don't even know how to describe it, man. Like, what is the arrogance that I have that I think that something's gonna be handed to me, that I'm gonna have the whole world just handed me on a silver platter because I'm lucky, because I was always one that, was an optimistic, cheerful person that had some type of faith or luck that something's gonna work out for me. But holy shit was I wrong, man. I'm talking about, I have lost my money at the casino so many times. I'm talking about last dollar where you don't even have a dollar left in your pocket to brush your teeth. I don't even like my teeth right now. Like, look how fucked up they're living. Okay, I'm gonna stay on topic though. So the casino, Jesus Christ, man. I have gone there so many times, and the most that I ever won was 9 G's off $20 bill. That was even the worst time because I immediately spent all of that back, all of it, within 48 hours. I didn't even get to enjoy it. And then after that, I'm 28 years old basically in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I have been going to the casino over and over and over again. I've been studying the games. I've been learning the percentages of all the games. I know it's not in your favor, yet somehow I still go, man. It's got to be arrogance. It's got to be an inferiority complex. I just don't have the patience to actually do things the right way. Or am I possessed by the devil or some shit? Because that just doesn't make sense, man, to do that. And you ruin your life, man. Like, you have nothing. You work so hard for your check. Sometimes, more or less, you get the idea. And then you just go and spend it. All of it. And you leave yourself with not even a car, not even a home, bro. I'm out here on the streets because of this. Man, that was something else, dude. It felt good to get out, though. So, how can I keep doing this? I banned myself from Mystic Lake and Running Aces and Turtle Lake and Treasure Island, but there's always a way. It's online. It's just mental, dude. What is this? Is this a shadow or something? Would Carl Jung say it's like a shadow that's possessing me? Am I being possessed by the devil and shit? It's stated right there in the Bible that you shouldn't gamble. I remember clear as day being a child and seeing the picture Bible and seeing how the people that were gambling, they looked like fucking degenerate losers, man. And look at the people at the casino. Most of them fucking look like losers, dude. They don't look like they're having fun. It's like people that are just greedy, or they're just hoping to have sex or something, or they're hoping to win money. You can just see it's just a succubus atmosphere. The low energy, man, that when you go there over and over and you have some false hope. You're living on a fucking dream that you actually will win someday. No, man. Maybe some people will. I've heard of Phil Hellmuth and Phil Ivey and Daniel Negreanu and countless other Doug Polk, countless other poker pros that have done it. But bro, I never even had the bankroll, man, or the discipline. Dude, I would go there with $100 and $200 hoping to get lucky, man. And there I'm going up against a Infinity Bank. How the fuck am I supposed to win that? Another thing is, you could have predicted like the life that I had when I was a child. What did I do when I was a child? I played video games all the time, man. I love being in that server, in that world where I feel like I actually have control of things. And just gonna take a pause for air. All right, right back to it. Gosh, I hate my teeth right now. So, blanking out, thinking about it, man. That's another topic I'm gonna get to right after this. Why am I blanking out all of a sudden? It's like I'm fucking perma high. It's like I was smarter when I was in the 5th and the 2nd grade than what I am now. So, anyway, it'll be all good someday. But the casino, man, where was I going? The story. As I was a kid, I would play this game called RuneScape. Yeah, I made another vid on it. Like, it was an obsession of mine, man. If you don't know by now, I have an addictive personality. You can't even really, like, maybe you wouldn't know from the onset, but holy baloney. I have to say something other than shit because I was getting repetitive, wasn't it? So, holy moly mackerel, crawfish, crawdaddy, that was some crazy stuff. I would play this game called RuneScape, and all I would do is go to the duel arena. And the duel arena is a gambling arena. You would put up your money, and you would fight somebody, and you would see who would win. You would slash each other with your dragon daggers and then your abyssal whips. You would whip them, and you would see who would win, and the winner got all the spoils. It's like you were just gambling. You're trying to create something from nothing. Instead of working for something, we want to create something from nothing. And isn't that where all the greed and the problems of this world lies up, and people doing options trading and just trying to create something from nothing and being greedy, man? Whew. Glad I got that off my chest. And then next, man, is drugs, man. Holy Toledo. I did a lot of drugs, man. I'm talking about on the daily. Like, I remember I had like such a good childhood, dude. My childhood, it was amazing. Like, I was a humble kid that didn't say much, didn't cry much. It was like perfection. As soon as I started smoking weed, man, it was a downhill spiral, slowly but surely. You can see what it does to people. And is it a gateway drug? You're damn right it's a gateway drug. You know, after you do something for the same amount of time over and over, your body adapts to it. It resists it. I can smoke weed now, and I don't even get really that high like I used to get. The giggles and the laughs, and everything was so funny, and everything tasted like ecstasy and nirvana. It's not even like that anymore. Weed got me into doing ecstasy a little bit, doing some mushrooms. I mean, maybe LSD and psychedelics, maybe they actually have some benefit because I haven't done them very much. Got me into doing this ADHD drug, man, like methamphetamines, dude. Like, that is some fucked up shit. That is the devil's drug, man. It'll make you completely turn into just a beast, just an animal. Like, where do people even come up with this stuff? I think Hitler came up with it, if I'm to be accurate. I think they put it for their soldiers in the war so they could stay up all night and not feel pain when they're getting their limbs blown off, because that's what it does to you. You just feel like your goal setting mood is in action, and it's just boom, ballistic. Oh, and look how addicting this thing is. Like, the people that do this stuff, this ADHD medication, most of them, I don't want to say all of them, but basically 90% of them are vile. Dregs. Disgusting creatures, man. Like, they're probably good people underneath it, but we're just being controlled by the devil, dude. Like, it'll make you go so out of your character. Before you know it, you'll be stealing. You'll be fucking somebody that you don't even give a fuck about, but all your brain thinks is, I'm horny. I'm horny. That's a sex drug. It is so sad when you think about it, like when you actually go through and reflect on what it's doing to you. Like, this isn't easy to say, you know. Who wants to talk about that and really say what's happening out here? And for legality purposes, who knows if what I'm saying is really true or not. But those of you from the heart, you know how I speak. You know I speak from the heart. You know I might lie and do all that type of shit, but when it comes down to it, I listen, and I don't blame other people. This was on me. I mean, maybe the government and the school institution wasn't set up that great to help people succeed and really help them learn, but it was all right, you know? They did more than enough. Problems that I got myself into, the hurdles, the obstacles I have to overcome, that's on me. I don't blame anybody else. That's the first step, isn't it? Self-acceptance. No more denial about that stuff. So we got that, and we got that. And that's a whole heck of a lot of a platter, man. When you're homeless, when you're doing meth, when you're smoking weed every day, when you're going to the casino, you're being a rebel. You've already been to prison, man. You've been to treatment. You've been to gambling treatment. You've been to halfway houses. You've associated with all types of those, what I would call them, dregs of society, or poles, man, because they're like poles, man. They just stick to you whenever you have anything of substance. But when you have nothing, they're nowhere to be found. It's a cold, cruel world. But guess what? My honesty, I have a few friends out here. And I love you, and thank you for being my friend and putting up with all my shit, because it was a lot. And you saw that in my interactions, everything that I did so far in my life, mostly I'm a pleasant character, right? There's been times when I've instigated, and, been a troll online, or, push people's buttons just because I wanted to see their reaction, but I felt like I've matured out of that. Like, I treat people with respect, and if I've learned to put up a shield and not really get affected by so much about what people say, like, they might be right. And other than that, I'm here, and the source of all judgment, hate, judgment stems from hate. Look at me, man, perma-high, can't even talk right now. That'll change. I guess I'm just doing this off the top of my head anyway, without improvisation. Usually I have a little notebook down there and I'll write something, but judgment is the form of all self-hate. That's what it is. Like, we are water, man. We're like 80% water, and everything is gonna flow out eventually, like going down a stream. It's eventually gonna be smoothed out. And I feel like a parrot, just parroting information that I've said over and over, and not actually going to school and using my brain and applying myself, because holy salmon, there has been so many people that say I'm smart, and dude, sometimes I get so down on myself. Like, I've wanted to kill myself many times, even though I'm not going to, like, just because of the choices I've made. And I think I'm retarded, but I also, like, love myself, man. It's a weird duality. It's a strange, I don't know if it's the sign of the Gemini, if that has anything to do with it, or everybody has that within them, just that conflict. There's a lot of conflict within, to take something from Star Wars, and I don't know if it's Gemini or Cancer anyway for astrology. I feel like a Gemini. But the point is, man, getting that off the chest, dude. I'm on day 9 of semen retention, which is the thing that I was talking about, which, at first I did it just because I was watching so much porno. Oh yeah, addicted to porn, man. How sad is that? Like, wasting your life force away just jacking off to pixels, dude. That's some fucking sad shit. Yeah, excuse my language. I've had to just yell out these profane words because, to make a point. Like, what? I can't say nigger, right? I can't say nigga or the N-word, or there's certain words I can't say, but I can say fuck and shit and ass and cum, queer, dick, lips, cunt. Look how fucking perverted my mind has gotten, dude, from watching all that porn. Like, all I can think about now is bodies and shit just moving, just humping each other. What? That is so demented, dude. It's deranged, man. Like, those people are, like, it's a psychological weapon used out here against young people so that they will lose their life force. In a sense, man, your semen's your life force. You'll lose your desire to do anything. It's gonna, like, make you look gray. It's gonna take away the color from your cheeks. It's gonna make you apathetic to people. You know why, man? Maybe it doesn't to all people, but it did it to me. And I don't know if I can apply that case to anyone, because what the bleep do we really know anyway? Yeah, that's a movie I gotta watch. But I just noticed, man, like, when I was doing that, why wouldn't I even get smiles from people? It's like people, like, knew I was a monster, man. I am a monster. And then when I stopped, when I stopped doing that, how come my life got so much better? And like everyone was smiling at me. I'm not even talking about just sexual girls, but like guys were respecting me more, man. They're just talking to me, man. It's like I had a presence. Whew. So porn's a piece of shit. It's a lust. It's a desire. You can become a slave to it. I mean, what do you get off to it? Every desire is only going to lead to another desire. It's never quenchable. It's an eternal freaking poison that's going to like slowly rot your mind, take out the gray matter. And this is kind of evolutionary stuff. Like porn is very new in society. What are we, 250 years old as the USA, and these moving images of girls and guys and all types of perverted languages and what they say on it? Holy shark, it's insane. I think I'm gonna call this one a wrap. We're still on day 9, and I want to say, like, I want to be positive because I am, and I have been. And at least for one thing, I didn't bust a nut, whatever that means. No, it means something. It's like there's a tension, you know, there's a tension in the energy in the air right now, and it's palpable. You can feel it. You can cut through it with a knife, a subtle knife, into a different dimension in this multiverse. Gotta check in every day. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm not gonna try. Look at that, me like confusing myself with the language again. I'm going to make a vid. You saw how I was making a vids when I was in Stillwater. I was doing a lot better. Now I'm out here on the streets. Absolutely nothing, man. Just shoes. But hey, guess what? This is it, man. Why run from it? This is where, when things get tough, that proves who you really are, doesn't it? Even just make something like this. This felt kind of good. Peace out.